Philadelphia. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington football team.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25, between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, sucker. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Yo, 53's the mic. 53, check 53.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Burrow's pass.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. They will find Davis. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 20.
Jacobs now, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Now Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
The quarterback sacked. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Eagles.
Following the fumble recovery, Watts. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Watts. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fisher. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Watts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Let him know.
To throw again, Watts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
The kicker
A
on.
nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And the Washington offense heading out. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Here's Burrow. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 43. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Our time. It's our time.
Throwing to start the drive. Watts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the hurt. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. 54. Watch the out.
That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Go. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
51. Hey, check that. Street. You ain't got nothing. You check smash. Out. 19 Lion.
Throwing on 1st down. Watts escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off play action. Watts. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Off the play fake. Watts. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fisher. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Show it up. 70 Timberwolf. Trap 60. 51 the mic, boys. 51. I'm on. 7 Pirates.
For the city like the championship. All my records go hard. This a champion.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
19 tight. 51. Rings. Push him back. Go.
Off play action. Watts. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A gain of 6 there on 1st
and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
And 4 yards to go.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his fourth touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now here's Johnson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Washington. They'll take over first and
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Single.
Burrow will throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 30. 3-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
taken down right
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Johnson.
32-yard line.
And shedding his way forward. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big run there by Johnson, 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Number 53, Mike 53. Too little, cupcake.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
6 yards.
From midfield now, Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch that.
Off the play fake. Watts flushed out right. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Caught left side. Williams. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, Burrow. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Watts eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Washington 10.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Breaks free again. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's got some space here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cameron. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles continue to roll.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
53 is the mic. I hope you brought your luck.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
42-yard line.
Check. 53.
On second down, here's Burrow. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 2 yards to go.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he comes back with one complete.
Burrow's pass.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Defense, let's get it together. 53 is the mic. 53. Wild Bill. Wild Bill.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10. At the Eagles' 37-yard line.
On second down, Burrow is caught on the right side. Williams.
Burrow's
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
First down, Washington.
Let's go. Let's go.
They run it with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 6 yards.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cameron, and a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line, 16-yard line. A big play there for Philly, 45 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time run...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance.
Now Davis fumbles it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that. Play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mike. Here it comes. Here it comes. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
A loss of 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Eagles have recovered. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30.
The pass. A fumble on the play. Recover it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. First down, here's Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 23-yard run. And this offense continues to pour it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 35's the mic. You remember me? You remember
Now Burrow on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Brooks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
At their own 36-yard.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Naeem Hines, his second touchdown of the night. And this offense is running away with this one.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jordan Brooks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Danny. 35's the mic. Yeah, let's just say.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's Jacobs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Cowboy 80. What's the mic? Watch one. Watch one.
On 1st down, Hines. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
A loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
Burrow's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 59.
Burrow will throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
4 down. Alert.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
To the air again, Burrow. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they will. Want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
McManus's point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Johnson now returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll run on first down. Cameron, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready? 51, Mike, 51. Tighten up, tighten up.
On first down, Cameron into the secondary again. And running with power here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll run on first down. Cameron. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go, let's go. Hey, smash Bravo. Here we go. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, 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 check. Switch, switch. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 51.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think